Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to talk about Aerovek. I went through the white paper, I checked what they are planning, what they are doing, and I formed an opinion. I was thinking that you would be curious about that, therefore here we go. As you know, Aerovek is an aviation on the blockchain, as it states on the website, and what they want to reach is let's say ride sharing in the air, meaning that some pilots who are flying private jets, they will announce that they are going from point A to point B, and you, if you want, you can join them by paying with the Aerovek wallet with Aero token. Now this is a nice thought and a nice idea obviously, but I still have my reservations. First I'm gonna go through the tokenomics and the wallet, and then I will tell you what I think will happen, the good and the bad, because both of them are equally possible. Now, as you know, there are two types of tokens, Aero and ATIP. Aero is usually will be used to buy the ticket, ATIP is to tip the pilot if you like the flights. For example, if there were no turbulences, not that the pilot would be responsible for that. There will be, and there is, an Aero wallet, which is backed by the Maiar exchange or the Maiar wallet, meaning that this is not a custodial wallet. All the transactions, the security, everything runs on the Maiar. So this is more like an interface which is built on the Maiar itself, and that is a good thing because the team has more time to focus on other things and they don't have to develop a separate wallet. Now, what are my reservations? This is a very big infrastructure, this is a big project. And as a person who worked in the aero industry, I can tell you that owning a private jet is not cheap. Not that you need to buy the private jet, which is enormous price, but also you have to maintain it, you have to pay the fees for the airports, and you will need to pay some fees for the border crossing, for example, because if you are flying through Europe in the Union, where in the Schengen zone, for example, where there is no check between borders or between countries, even if you go with the car, then yes, this is an easy peasy thing. You just go to the airport, you hop on the plane, and you are in the next country or in the country you want to be. But if you want to fly abroad, which is maybe not in the European Union or it's not in the Schengen zone, then you will need border patrol, which is obviously need to be from an airport which has border patrol. Usually that is solved by the airport itself, because you cannot accept or send international flights without having border patrols at the airport itself. Now let's just think how this will work. Some people will have private jets. When they don't want to use it, they will tell to the pilot that, hey, you can use it to fly here and there, and maybe you will make some money on it. But as the prices are right now with the low-cost flights, for example, I just can't imagine an infrastructure with private jets where they offer cheaper tickets than a commercial flight on a Wizz Air, for example, or Ryanair. Now, obviously, you will skip the lines, you don't have to stay in line, so on, but I don't know if that will be an option or a choice of the majority of the people, and paying double or triple, because if you pay double or triple on a commercial flight, then you will get on Lufthansa, for example, which also offers you breakfast. I don't know if that will be an option for private jets, but these are the smaller problems. The bigger problem is that they will need to build out the community. 10,000 people is not nearly enough to have this kind of operation profitable, because yes, that is what everyone will want. They want some kind of profit, and those who have the private jets, they will want to create some profit if they put their private jet in this kind of use, which is obviously not the same as you would took with your private jet your family to the holidays. You know, there is a lot of amortization, a lot of cleaning, a lot of something from tiny bits which add up, and in the end you could lose money. That is also will be added to the costs. On the other hand, if this takes off, pun intended, and it will be operational for 1, 2, 3, 5 years and really eases up everything with the border patrol, with the ticket buying, with the system, so on, using blockchain, then probably some of the commercial flights will also try to implement in their system this kind of wallets, this kind of ticket system, for example, which obviously will be a very big leap for the project. And if you are pioneering something, if you are the first who invented something, that is the early adopters' luck or early adopters' opportunity to have some big gains. So when will be the point when we say that yes, this is a good investment, and yes, this is going to be huge? The point for me will be when we will have the first flight, or the project will have the first flight. It is FA approved, of course, some international partners, because we will need that as well. I mean, they will need that as well. That will be the point where I can say that yes, it is going. Maybe there will be some kind of a bumps in the beginning of the road, but which project or company doesn't have. And if it is going to adopt it by commercial flights, then this can be huge. $1 million question: should we invest or not? As with every small project, my recommendation, not advice, not financial advice, is yes, we are still ahead of a rally. I mean, that's what we are hoping for. So I'm expecting that also these small altcoins will go up, and that could mean a couple of X's for your portfolio, which is obviously good. After that, I do expect everything to go down, and Aero is not an exception. Therefore, if the project is not left behind, if the pace of the development of building out the infrastructure and everything else around it goes on, even though the price of the token is very low, that will be the sign to invest with a bigger amount. Now, since I don't know everything about how these infrastructures are built in, I'm very keen to ask somebody, maybe some of the pilot ambassadors from the team, to tell me how this can work and what are the challenges and what are the long-term visions. So I'm going to try to get in contact with them. If you know somebody who knows them and somebody is willing to have an interview, for example, 20-30 minutes, then let me know in the comments or on Twitter or on Discord, because I am keen to hear how this can be pulled off. Don't forget that today in the evening we will have a live stream, 7-8 o'clock, haven't decided yet, but I will send out a link on Twitter, on the community tab, so on, and you will have plenty of time to bring your beer and watch, because we are going to talk about the Fed meeting, the Bitcoin, where the crypto market is heading. We will talk about the Aero news. Not that we have so many. Also, I bought some tokens. I mean, I increased my exposure for some small cap altcoins, and I'm gonna tell you which one are those. Thanks for watching and see you there.